My earliest memories are of being nestled under blankets as my mother showed me the illustrations in a storybook about Luki the Larrikin, whose mischief always ended in disaster, though she was always one step ahead of her stern governess. I found the book tucked away years later after I learned to read, and I was surprised to learn that the storybook was full of little morality plays, not the comic tales my mother told. I wonder why she did that.
Dun 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 dun.
Doggerel to amuse children, I see.
No, something more. I read this storybook to my son long ago.
Oh. There seems to be a lot of ranged captains. I don't like
The
that.
elves of the distant north have long been named among Gondor's allies, though I've never seen one in person. This cloak is as light as the morning fog on the shoulders. I tried it on once, and its colors seem to shift and blend as the light changes. How meager the product of our looms is when compared to elven handiwork.
I recognize this cloak.
1 second. I'll go somewhere.
It is of my people.
Oh!
A people we see precious few signs of in this land.
I've got that Shelob memory after this.
It'll be a bigger problem for anyone who tries to take
2 Caragors like right on top of the thing. Actually no, where is it? Oh, it's underground? Oh crap. How the hell do I get underground? Is it in this tunnel with the Shelob memory? Right, where's the entrance? Oh no, it looks like that one, that entrance is there. Where's there? Ow.
This is the end! He's back!
Can I get over this? Oh yeah, there's a little passageway over here.
Men and orcs have clashed for centuries. In living memory, the greatest battle between them took place near Long Lake, where men, aided by elves and dwarves, battled the orcs and goblins of Moria. The free folk won the day, and some accounts claim that eagles of the Misty Mountains swooped down onto the battlefield, casting the orcs down from the cliffs and mountains where they stood. Seems a fanciful tale. I saw no eagles overhead when Minas Ithil fell, though we did have Talion and his strange powers. We would have welcomed aid from anywhere, even the skies.
The eagles of the Misty Mountains are more than a myth.
Perhaps, but I doubt they'd fare well against the drakes I've seen.
Can I climb that ice? Let's go find out. I can. There's 4 war chiefs. Damn. Oh, look his eyes. His eyes look strange.
This artifact was a gift from Gondor's other frontier, the long beaches of Unthalas along Gondor's distant shores. Their lord, Galazgil, sent us this ceremonial bowl with water from the river Morthond, and we kept the bowl long after the water had evaporated. I've often daydreamed of visiting Unthalas. I think I'd like it better than the capital city of Minas Tirith. There is too much of the frontier within me to be happy living in settled lands.
I mean, Minas Tirith isn't really settled lands. It is kind of close to the frontier as well. It's not exactly far from the frontier. Okay, looks like I get into the tunnel from down there.
This bowl is far from home.
As are we all, Celebrimbor.
Help me! I see the ranger! He's right here! Formations.
Have you ever seen a spider's web, strung with dew? That is the web of fate. All possibilities hang in the balance, but as the sun rises and the wind blows, the dewdrops fall, and history is revealed. A Dark Lord or a Bright One. Middle-earth will have neither. I will shake the branch until all have fallen.
Oh, see some nose and mouth. Here we go.
Her visions reveal the truth. All of them. What say you?
Truth? I used to believe in truth. But it is a corrupted virtue in the hands of those like Shelob and Sauron.
Come on now!
The glamour's in the battle, but no one ever climbed the hierarchy doing slave work.
Probably skip that. For some reason I was just looking at the wrong thing. Where is it?
Bloody called for stupid job.
Oh no, it's above us.
Give him off balance! He's over there!
I need to figure out how to get to this Shelob thing.
The lamps of Eregion illuminate a room with a soft glow, one that leaves only the most tenuous of shadows, a light that seems willing to turn corners and reach further than it ought. When we stored these lamps in the Great Hall, I would light them for an evening every midwinter just to ensure they still functioned. They cheered me so much that I always resolved to do so more often, but then I'd forget or put it off. How I miss their light now.
Just like that! Wait, I can eat you twice in this range!
It says it's underground. Ow.
Nice! I can make use of that, lad! I'm spotting you!
I don't know if the future is written or unwritten. My mind could travel up and down these paths, and They were like memories. But like memory, the mind would shape them to suit its ends. Were these my fears?
Oh, something's forming here. There we go. It looks like he's about to tell us something, because in the last one it looks like he's about to whisper in her ear. Right,
Are these not the same dangers as the Palantir, the Hydir?
There is a risk in all these things, but wars are not won by the cautious.
I feel like they did Celebrimbor's character very well. Even in like the first game. Like, he's a very angry wraith. I mean, he's a wraith to begin with. He has so much vengeance and want for revenge.
Kuru. As my army fought its way across Mordor, I sensed my instincts for battle sharpening.
What am I doing?
Ooh. Here.
Out of arrows. No, I failed the first or the last one. Oh well.
Here in Mordor, the cunning thrive and the dull perish. Or they become slaves for as long as the cunning find them useful. Nur.
It's a huge cave system here.
It's a bloody cock!
To most Gondorians, this midnight urn is a simple pot of clay. But to the denizens of Minas Ithil, it represented shared sacrifice that only those who live on the frontier understand. For centuries, the name of every able-bodied resident of Minas Ithil was placed in the midnight urn, and at sunset a name was drawn. That person would have to patrol the city's walls until sunrise. The task was ceremonial once we had a professional army, but that made it no less important. From our earliest days, it was always a neighbor watching from the walls. I was 10 the first time they drew my name, and I've never been prouder, though I could barely see over the parapet.
Somebody for the war team! Oh my God! What? Did you hear that? It's the Ranger! Get him! Blood and pain!
Ow.
Stab him again! Why won't you face me? Don't you move!
The orcs are neither the only denizens of Mordor, nor the first. Easterlings and Haradrim have settled here from time to time, often at the Dark Lord's invitation. They are scarce today, but one can still find their strange artistic carvings scattered in places from Nirn to the city of the Corsairs.
Gotta go, go, go. Dead end, dead end, dead end. Dead end, dead end, dead end. That's a grow.
Minas Ithil is on Gondor's frontier, so we have few occasions for the grand balls and masquerades that are surely common events in the capital city. Fine dresses like this one are worn for ceremony, funerals and weddings mostly, not for lordly entertainment. I wonder if the noble families of Minas Tirith spared a thought for us, holding all of Mordor at bay while they danced.
Another group went ice fishing. I don't understand the appeal. Something just moved over there.
Hannas, discernment.
Did I actually one-shot that guy, or was it just because I brutalized him that he got one shot? I need to kill the Ola guy without... I need to stealth kill Ola guy without killing any other orcs. That's not easy. Oh, didn't mean to do that. I don't even know how you're meant to avoid detection using that. That'll take for ages. For ages. Forever. For ages.
Sauron's fair form masked his true nature, and neither the Lady of Light nor I could discern how the story would end.
Alright, nice. Nice, nice, nice. So it's just these things over here now left. And then we'll be done. I'll get that by going over up there. Oh, that's a captain there. Run away.
I heard it too. Did you hear that? Come back, that must have hurt. Spot the talk for me.
I never dared to break the seal on this scroll, though I often wanted to. I found it in a dust-covered box with a label marked Maps of Southron Trade Routes. Baranor is a Haradrim, so perhaps this scroll has a map of his homeland. Breaking the seal is strictly forbidden for those who aren't Lords of Gondor, and as much as I'm curious, I know my father would not approve.
Right, so how do I get into this tunnel? I'm guessing it's up here. So I need to run around, climb up the rock face. Wait, do I need to run back down here? Yeah. Where does this lead then? This might actually lead into the cave.
Rises. The world of men soon will fall.
Oh no, it's below us. Oh, is this it here?
Freeze to death before any man kills me.
He despised the greed of men, the predictability of the dwarves. But most of all, he hated the elves, who wished to embalm the world. Middle-earth will change, he told me. It will bend to my will. It will not be fixed in place, and it will not be restored to the vision of its makers. It will become something.
That was a pretty tough one, but it wasn't too bad.
He wishes to remake the world in his own image.
His image will be wiped away from Middle-earth when all is done.
Okay, there's like a pit there.
The scent of man flesh. It's nothing like it. It's the dark. Cover my retreat. Good one.
I've never seen a warg, but books and traveling hunters have told me plenty. The goblins of the north can ride wargs as the men of Rohan ride horses. Their howls can be heard leagues away, and their senses are keen enough to track even a ranger. What makes a warg truly fearsome is that they hunt in packs of a dozen or more. Caragors are more dangerous, but they travel in smaller numbers. A feeble blessing, that.
Wargs. I'm glad they don't range into Mordor.
Even a pack of wargs would find survival here difficult.
These seeds out will not.
Let's see how well they wait. War now.
They will fall, just like all the others who oppose us.
Look, man filth. Bleed him. Somebody sneaking.
Cyan.
Oh god, there's a guy here. Hello.
That filthy talk. Kill. Yes, do it again. Get moving. Find him.
Toll.
Did I get all of the collectible things? I think I did. Right, I'll do that real quick. If we can do this real quick and then we can go do the poem on the door, then that'll be like all them things in this region already completed. And then we can completely focus on the quests and army stuff.
He's plundered over here! Die! Die! Die!
Oh, it's up there, never mind. Thought it was in front of the gate.
Megras, an elven virtue celebrated by the jewelsmiths I taught during the Second Age.
Wait, what am I doing? I've got 2 more arrows I can use. Oh crap. Oh, I did it. Nice. That was easy.
My jewelsmiths and I created many wonders, and our precision was enhanced by the techniques Sauron taught us. Each collaboration brought us closer to perfection.
Where's the burrow? It's all the way up here. Where I look like I get in it from over there. Okay.
I smelled something. A false alarm. What if it ran off? First, it'll be the blood.
Yeah, I think you have to get in it from all the way over here. Is that a captain? Oh, it is.
Maggot! You're like a candle to him. You're brightly glowing, warm and inviting, and then he snuffs you out. Let me show you how to bleed, mad folk. I'll pierce your...
I haven't got time for that. Gotta run fast. There you go, if he wants to follow me, you can fight him on the way in. Oh god, I ran out of speed. Ah.
Man swine! The Overlord says he'll rip out your guts and use them to decorate his keep. Well, he didn't exactly say that, but that's what he meant. I should have sliced you open and tied your feet together with your own guts! I'll snap your bones!
Oh, wow, immune to vaulting and execution. Okay.
If you don't stop chasing me, I'll chop off your feet! Give it up, pink skin! You can't hurt me! Quick as a flame! You know what's good for you?
Okay, no more doing that.
You are mine. You will serve me. I'll gut anyone you want.
I was bored anyway.
That was easy. Alright, now for this poem. We know how good I am at poems. Right, Fair Mordor. Slumbers entangled in night. Trapped, entangled in night. A viper's nest of sorrow and strife. Something by Trail of Light. Poisoned in the grasp, slumbers in the grass, yet behold the bright Lord comes as a wildfire. Running only what is. Okay, so it's not, that's not right. I feel a sneeze coming. I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, that's a sneeze. Fair Mordor, slumbers entangled in night. That makes more sense. It being slumbers entangled in night. A viper's nest of sorrows and strife, Poisoned. No. I think the last two lines I reckon are correct. It's these first four lines I'm not too sure about. I'm bad at poems. Okay? I'm very bad at poems. See, I think that's slumbers. Viper's. See, nest is the only one that makes sense. A viper's nest. And then we have, what do we have left? We have what if it's poisoned by, so it's poisoned by that, which means that's nothing at the moment. Okay, there we go. Took a little bit, but I got it.
Fair Mordor slumbers, entangled in night. A viper's nest of sorrow and strife, poisoned by pernicious betrayal and blight. Trapped in the grasp of gelid corpse hands. Yet behold, the bright Lord comes as a wildfire, burning only what is base, that all else may thrive.
Alright, nice. Now that that is done, we can move on to doing war and quest stuff. I probably want to do, I might do this quest first. The Witch King stuffs. So yeah, I'm gonna go fast travel and we can do that.
These chosen will stop at nothing to secure the Hydia for their master.
The Witch King cannot be allowed sight over our plans or our forces.